Welcome back to Your View.
Hey, thanks for staying with us. This bad girl matter. Anyway, let's move on. So the baby mama business caught our attention also on social media, where some group of young ladies came together to say that fornication is a hindrance to enjoying the blessings of motherhood. So we asked, should there be marriage before children, especially in cases where there's no husband and you want to have children? Should you be allowed to at least have your children in peace? Join the conversation on 070-806-6814. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. Please. We're not in any way trying to encourage fornication because that's not our job. But the reality is that there are women out there in their 40s, mid-40s, going on to 50, and they feel like, listen, I would like to have a child. You know, they've not settled down. But society frowns at these kinds of things. But we hear of baby mama drama in the US and all that, and it's gradually creeping into our society. Should we accept it or find other means of solving this problem by letting people like you have 2-3 wives? I don't know.
Well, the issue of baby mamas or single ladies who then want to have children,
right.
It's not compulsory to have children. It's not compulsory at all. But for the ones that decide that they want to have children, if they're not ready for the man drama, somebody who's not ready for man drama, that I know I can't stay with a man, but I can bring up a good child. It's not true. The myth of a child must be brought up well by both parents is that sometimes when it's both parents, the father is absent, even when they're at home. So bringing up a child really doesn't require the physical husband. Some of our mothers did better than complete homes. You see a woman who has 4 children and the husband is not there and raised them up, and the children grew up to be really well educated, well placed, and are doing very well. Unlike people who then are married for 45 years, the children, they raise these children well, and they turn out to be robbers, turn out to be...
Anyway, this thing came up one time with some of my family members who were gisting, and one of my sisters-in-law was saying she was telling one of her friends, they're in their 40s, going on 50, and she says, just go and look for a man, you know, and have a child by him, and take care of your child. You have your money, you don't need the man. She said when the friend left, her mom called her and said, we're done here. Whose husband she should go and have the child with? Is it with your own husband? Do you understand? So the thing is, thank God now, say science has helped you.
You can
go and save your eggs.
You can buy
today.
the man products.
You can save your eggs today, and then through IVF,
or
you have your child.
Or buy sperm,
Or you can adopt. So the story of fornication and you know,
you don't have to go through that route.
You don't have to go through that route. If it's about a child that you want, please do not have a child. Do not go break up someone's home because you want your own happiness.
And it's not every single person that we see that had a child because they want to have a child out of wedlock. Some didn't plan it, and they get pregnant, and it's like, I'll deal with it. There's a movie that I just saw, The Baby Mama from South Africa. You haven't seen the movie yet. It will soon be out, so if you want to go see it, you have to go see it quick. This is not a promo, but it is, in seeing the movie, you now see the reason that make a lot of people become single mothers. Sometimes it is leaked condoms. It's not that the person didn't protect themselves. Sometimes it is wrong timing. Sometimes it is a case of the guy saying, I don't want anymore. So it wouldn't have been that if, most times it's after you have broken up.
That you now found out.
That you now found out that you're pregnant.
I know that, you know, when you look at religion, religion has provided, has made provisions for you to be lawfully married before you have children. And so when you go outside that box, it seems like you are not a religious person and then you are being judged. But I also know that the world has evolved and cultures are mixing. People are now beginning to find out what works for them exactly. And like I told somebody, it's not compulsory to be married. So if it works for you, fine. If it doesn't work for you, fine. And I was reading the scriptures the other day. I noticed the genealogy of Jesus had Rahab. You know Rahab now?
Of course.
Rahab, who was a...
That helped the guys.
She was a prostitute. She was a liar. But she was the grand
And David was a murderer.
Exactly, of Jesus. So do we take away religion from all of this?
Oh, yes, we have to. Because the thing is, religion now has, in a way, outlives its usefulness. Let me say this. The same pastor that tells you you cannot fornicate because it is in the Bible will tell you accept gays and lesbians. But it's not in the Bible.
Okay.
So it's a very sensitive issue, but it's just clear.
Let me take this call. Timothy, are you there?
Yes, I'm still there.
Go ahead, please.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning. Go ahead, please.
Sir.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, okay. Clap for them.
First time caller.
Okay, the issue of the aspect, if you are to look at it in our own Nigeria level, most of these guys, most of them are determined to have a very good home. But due to some circumstances, everything just turned upside down. I would like to agree with what Ali Baba is saying. I know he's talking from experience. But the only advice I could give to this guy is, number one, be watchful. Number two, take your time to determine your life, no matter what. As far as you are determined, you get it. That's all I have.
Thank you very much, Timothy.
I believe our society should be more accommodative of baby mamas, especially even, let's even say those that it happened on them. Even for those that decide to, they don't need to do it hiding. Because a lot of times people that now go ahead to try to have a child out of the fact that they realize, I'm getting old, have to hide to do it, be telling funny stories out there. Can we be more accommodating and less hypocritical as a society and accept everybody with open hands, be who you want to be? Because sometimes it is lonely. I was talking to a single lady in her 40s and she was like, Tokwa, you cannot understand. You sleep alone, you turn and there is no, you can't even pick anybody to, you can't call anybody. It is lonely. And when she was talking, I never thought of it. Because for every time I had my parents or my husband, but she was lonely. She would give anything to have a child, someone that you say, this is mine. So why would society now look at her like she's doing something wrong?
Terrible.
Please, let's not do it anymore.
And when you kick against baby mamas, it means that you are encouraging abortion.
Invariably, sort of.
Kind of. Because when the shame you throw on them gets so strong, they will begin to abort. And who knows, maybe the person that will find the cure of cancer.
I think we have a different.
I think we can round up on that. Because I think that I like the way we conclude.
No, the other league of baby mamas are those ones that feel, if I grab this child, then I'm made. Which is not what you should encourage. It's not the one because the guy doesn't want to accept the pregnancy, but the ones that say you get it. The ones that says, okay, this man has a good job and everything. Once I have this baby,
but there are not many of
not
those.
even celeb. No, not celeb. All celebs don't have money. Celebs have fame.
Exactly.
Celebs have fame.
Okay.
Entrepreneurs have money.
Okay, I want us to move into a different angle. We've talked about this, but you posted something recently about the building collapse, which I'd like to switch over.
Okay.
The fact that because people died, young children died,
Our condolences.
I'm sorry, I'm doing a switch, but you said that we shouldn't just blame the government; that we are also. I want you to expatiate on that.
You see, there's need for us to blame ourselves. We finished an event at St. Saviour's one time, and we're about driving out, and this man drives against oncoming traffic on one way and blocks the traffic and wants to turn into the next street and holds up the whole traffic. Responsible man.
Responsible looking.
Yeah, all right? So I came down and I was telling him, look, let this man come up, move back. You have to go back. You know, people were telling me, oh, God, it's just one, just let him go. Just let him go so that we can go. You're holding up everybody. They were blaming me. Same thing with like El-Rufai. El-Rufai feels like the standard of education in Kaduna was falling. And then in checking, he sees that there are teachers who need to be taught. Yeah. And so he decides he has to be sacked. He needs to now deal with that. But in this process of doing it, NUT was on strike, the Association of Teachers, everybody was protesting. Oh, he can't do that. He can't throw people when there's no job and everything. He can't. You see, it's the same thing that we do. This man tried to do it, Oshomole. Yes. But because elections were coming, he dropped the idea. Before. They won't vote him. They won't vote for him. Because this is something that is wrong. Okay, they've come and marked the house. But instead of the people to move out, they're still there. Believing. It's not like it's a computer you unmark when it's marked.